Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your IT class for Saturday. So, as we are doing our self-management unit 2, okay, today we are going to start with session 2, that is knowing our own strength and weaknesses. So, before starting our today's session, let's have a small recap of what we have done in our last class. So, if you remember, in the last class, we had done our session 1, that is what is self-management. So, let's have a small recap of what we have done in the session 1, that is what is self-management. So if you remember, in the session 1, that is what is self-management, we had our knowledge that self-management is the ability to regulate one's emotions, thoughts, behavior and taking the charge of all aspects of our life at physical, mental, emotional, social, spiritual and at professional levels. That means the ability to having control in ourselves, okay, our thoughts and our behaviors at both professional as well as personal level. Then we had learned that self-management have impact on us in the form of that it helps us to have control over our negative emotions, our behaviors and habits. It helps us to control over our actions so that we develop good habits, okay, to become a good human being. Then it helps us to be organized, to manage our work, okay, and to have time management. Then it helps us to take the ownership of our efforts, okay, our actions and our works. Then it helps us to take up challenges and achieve our goals. That means to overcome the different challenges which we find in our life and to achieve our goals successfully. Then we had learned about certain self-management skills which include self-awareness. Okay, self-awareness means knowing oneself's own emotions, own feelings. Okay, then we had learned about self-confidence and self-belief. Okay, that means the self-confidence, having that confidence in ourselves, the belief in ourselves. Okay, trusting our own abilities and the judgment we make in our decision. Then we had learned, then next one is self-motivation. Self-motivation means in order to dream big and also in order to achieve them. Then we have learned about self-regulation. Okay, that means setting standards such as being a team player or having trustworthiness in ourselves. Then self-control, that means restraining ourselves in provoking situation, having control over our emotions. Okay, then healthy life, healthy diet and lifestyle, that means having healthy diet, okay, eating healthy and maintaining both physical as well as mental fitness. Then time management, okay, to manage the time properly, okay, breaking larger tasks into smaller tasks so that we can achieve our tasks in proper time. Then lastly we had stress management. Stress management means our personal grooming, the way we talk, the way we dress, how we present ourselves in front of others. So all this involves in stress management. So this was what we have done in our session 1, that is self management. So let us come to our today's learning objective, the session 2, that is knowing our strengths and weaknesses. So the learning objectives of today's session is that we will have knowledge on us, knowing oneself, that means ourself, okay, knowing our strength and our weaknesses, okay, what we are good at and what we are lacking in ourselves, okay, analyzing our own strength and weaknesses and identifying our interests and our abilities, which will help us to decide in our future careers, okay, in future what we are going to take up. Okay, it will help us in doing so. So let's start with the session. So here we have session 2, that is knowing own strength and weaknesses. So the best knowledge to know the world and to know others is that by knowing ourselves. Okay, if we know ourselves very well, then we will able to know others also and the people in the world also. So where we know what our strengths are or what our weaknesses are, we can overcome our fears and we can improve ourselves. Okay, and our growth journey will begin and we'll start achieve everything, okay, in all the fronts, in our personal front, professional front, moral, spiritual, okay, and our satisfaction and our happiness also will start increase, and our worries and fears will start disappearing. Okay, so in this session we will focus on discussing on knowing ourselves, knowing oneself. So what is knowing oneself? Knowing oneself means calmly observing ourselves. Okay, that means what are our qualities, the beliefs, traits, emotions, the feelings, the behaviors, and so forth which we have in us. Okay, knowing us. So knowing oneself takes a conscious effort. Okay, conscious effort means consciously you have to think about yourself, what you are good at. Okay, what are the positive qualities you have in yourself. So in other words, knowing oneself means understanding our strengths and our weaknesses. Okay, our dreams and our desires. Okay, what we dream and what we desire for, our interests, our likes and dislikes, our abilities and our traits. Okay, what we are good at, what we can do, our tolerance and our limitations. So what we can tolerate and what are our limitations. Okay, then our beliefs and our values which we have in us. So all this includes in knowing oneself. Our beliefs, okay, our values, then our priorities, our relationships, our body, and many other things about self. Okay, all this involves about knowing oneself. Then we have next analyzing our strength and our weaknesses. So we all have our strength and our weakness. So our strengths are the qualities which we are already good at. Okay, and we can leverage on to move further with those good qualities. But knowing what we can move ahead with enables us to aim higher and achieve much more. Okay, our weaknesses on the other hand are the areas that holds us back. Okay, our weaknesses are those areas which holds us back in moving ahead. Okay, where we need to develop and build ourselves. So those are the areas on which we should work on. So understanding both our strength and weaknesses will help us realize our real potential. That means what is the real potential in us, it will help us. Okay, if we know what are our strength and our weaknesses. So preparing the list of strength and weaknesses. So strengths are something that come naturally to us. Okay, it is natural in us. We have that. Okay, the ability. So we need to take out time and think about what comes naturally to us. Example, someone may be good at staying focused on goals. Okay, which means in spite of distraction in daily routine at work, one can keep the focus on the goal always at the back of the mind. So this trait helps in achieving goals and meeting the deadlines. Okay, so these are the strength. That means some may be good at staying focused on their goal, what they want to achieve. Okay, and in the back of the mind they still have that they have to achieve that particular goal. Okay, so just like for example, as being a student, you all have the there you have in your focus. Okay, what is your goal in order to achieve good marks, yes, in your exam. So that you should have as a goal, and that should be in your back of your mind. Okay, in despite your all daily routine work, that you have to focus on getting good marks. So this trait will help you to achieve your goal and meet the deadline. You don't have to meet the deadline. Okay, here the deadline means the performing well in your examinations. Okay, so here meeting deadlines means they are telling about professional level. So one should focus more on your strength and take the advantage of the same, and side by side make efforts to improve upon the weaknesses. So working with our strength does not need too much of investment of our time and effort, as it is natural to us. That means naturally we have our strength. It is about seeking opportunities rather than problems. Dwelling too much on weaknesses again may lead to negativity, low self-esteem, and a decrease in enthusiasm as well as your overall performance. Dwelling too much, if you keep on thinking about your weaknesses, that you are weak at this, you can't do, okay, if you think too much on it, then it will lead to negativity. Okay, your low self-esteem, you will have low self-esteem, and it will decrease in your enthusiasm, and as well as your overall performance will come down. So through working on shortcomings contributes to our personal growth. So if you work on your shortcomings, it will contribute to your personal growth, okay, in order to become a good student, right? So to find out about our strengths and weaknesses, you need to carefully observe yourself with an unbiased view, and at the same time, you should not feel bad about your weaknesses. So in order to find your strength and your weaknesses, you have to carefully observe about yourself, okay, with an unbiased view. Means you have to be unbiased, okay, not biased. That means you have to think accordingly, straight, okay, not that you will see you will ignore your strength weaknesses and only you will focus on your strength. You have to see both equally, okay. So rather than just behave like a calm observer and then create two lists, okay, one containing your strength and one containing your weaknesses. So you may pick words from the following two tables. So here two tables are given, as you can see in your book also and in the screen. Two tables are given where certain words are given which are related to your strength. Like you may be action oriented, adventurous, analytical, artistic, clever, confident. Yes, all these are positive words for strength. Okay, you have to make a list, okay, or create a table where you will have two columns, one consisting of your strengths and one consisting of your weaknesses. So there you are going to pick up words from these two tables and you will list down. Okay, this is self-realization. You will self-conscious effort. That means you will know about yourself. Okay, so this is what you are going to do when you have some free time. Okay, and you will reflect on yourself. So here is another table where words are given, okay, related to your weaknesses, like aggressive, arrogant, bossy, no, chaotic, close-minded, not open-minded, complaining, okay, controlling, then fearful, greedy, hesitant, ignorant, cynical, yes, impatient, impulsive, shy, sloppy, stubborn, shallow, vague, wasteful. So all these are different words which are related to your weaknesses. You will make one table and you will realize yourself on this. So next our topic is identifying our interests and abilities. So you will see, when you know about your interests and your abilities, it will help you to decide on your future career goals. How? You will see here. Come. So we are all born with some natural strengths. We all have some natural strengths in us, and these are inherent strengths which are also known as abilities. So we are naturally born with those strengths, and these are inherent strength from our birth. So our ability is something that comes naturally to us. Example, listening skills are one such ability. So some students may have, or some people may have good listening skills, who can listen to others properly and can grasp it. Okay, so similarly, quick grasping is another example of ability. So quickly grasping things, what the teacher is telling or what others are telling in public speaking, they can easily grasp the content, the message. So abilities are also sometimes termed as skills. In fact, both the words skills and abilities are often interchangeable. So here, interests on the other hand are the things or the activities which you enjoy. All right, abilities are natural, okay, they are a natural strength, but interests on the other hand are what are the things or the activities which you enjoy doing. Okay, the interests capture our attention and we try to fulfill it by doing working on our interests. Okay, doing or working on our interests gives us ample enjoyment and satisfaction. So interest, and at the same time interest arouse our curiosity, okay, and a desire to learn more about it. All right, so one may have interest in various fields. For example, you can say one may enjoy cooking at home. No, if someone likes enjoying cooking at home, it will arouse the curiosity and the desire to learn more about different dishes. While some may love to go for long rides. Okay, one may like adventure sports. All right, paint at home. Yes, everybody has their different interests, and interests arouse our curiosity and the desire to learn more. So identifying our interests and our abilities helps us to make decisions easily in specific areas such as our career goals. So if we identify what our interests and our abilities are, it will help us to decide, okay, on our career goals. That means what we can take up in our future as our career. So in order to identify our interests and abilities, make a list of interests and abilities as you did with the strength of weaknesses and with strength and weaknesses. So same way here also you have to make a table consisting of 2 columns, okay, which will consist of your interests and your abilities. So one can have different and multiple interests like ones mentioned below, and even others not mentioned below, okay. So here some of the interests given here. So from here you have to pick up the words which you are, which you have interest in, and same way you have to make a table consisting of, on one side your interest, on the other side your abilities, same like which you have to do for your strength and weaknesses. So here you have abilities, your ability. One can have different or multiple abilities, or you can say skills, okay, and mention here, and you have to pick up the words from here. You can see teamwork, some may be good at teamwork, right? So when a teacher gives you some work, like so for example decorating your class for your science exhibition or any exhibition, or for your assembly, yes, how some of the students come up, and take the responsibility, yes, and at the same time the others also cooperate. So that is called as the teamwork, yes, how your class cooperates with your teacher or your class captain for your class assembly, right? So that is called as teamwork. So being on your own, okay, on yourself, how you manage everything, you organize yourself, your physical activities, some may be good at physical activities, to sports, solving problems, decision making, be good at using words, then animal handling skills, time management, interpersonal skills. So these are the different abilities or the skills which some may possess. So here also you have to make a table. On one side it will be interest, and the other side it will be the abilities, and you have to identify yourself what you have, what are your interests and your ability. So once you have complete this table, that once you have identified your interest and your ability, you will be easily taking decision about the things that require both of these, such as you may pick the common areas for crucial decisions such as your career goals. Here you can see a diagram is given here. On one circle it is written interest, and on one circle it is written abilities, and you can see the common area, the red area, the best career for you. That means it will consist of your interests as well as abilities, the common area, and you can choose your best career. That means what the career you want to opt for in your future. All right, so this was all up to here, our today's session. Let's have a small recap, okay, of what we have done in our today's session. So here we have our summary. All right, so when we know what our strengths and weaknesses are, then we can overcome our fears, and we can improve ourselves at the same time, and our journey will begin, yes, and we'll start achieving big on all front, that is personal, okay, our professional, moral, spiritual, and so on, right? Then we had learned about knowing oneself, that means knowing ourselves, that means calmly observing our qualities, the beliefs, traits, emotion, feelings, and behaviors what we have. So knowing oneself, it involves what takes our conscious effort, okay, the conscious effort, that means we have to consciously think about self, about understanding our own strength and weaknesses, okay, whatever our positive qualities and our negative qualities, our dreams, our desires, okay, what is our interest, our likes, dislikes, etc. Then we had learned that our strengths are the qualities which we are already good at, okay, and it enables us to aim higher and at the same time achieve much more. But on the contrary, weaknesses are the areas which will hold us back, okay, in going ahead, in moving ahead, in having our achieving our goals, and in those areas we need to develop and build ourselves. We have to work on them. So abilities are the natural strengths which will easily come to us, which we have inherent qualities, okay, which we have them by birth. Okay, now example like listening skills, okay, are one such ability. Quick grasping, okay, of anything what your teacher is telling, that is also one ability. So these are inherent qualities which will have in yourself, okay, from the time you are born. So interests on the other hand are actually what are the things or the activities which we actually enjoy, okay. So since we enjoy, interest will arouse our curiosity and the desire to learn more about our interests. So one may have interest in various fields, like one may enjoy cooking at home while others may like adventure sports or painting, etc. Okay, so therefore, okay, last but not the least, once we identify our own interests and our abilities, we will now able to easily take decisions about our things, about our crucial decisions such as our career goals. All right, so this was all up to here, knowing about oneself, our own strength and weaknesses. Please go through the video once again, go through your lessons and the lines which I have marked in the video. You can see in the pages, please underline them in your textbook, okay. And after this I have a small assignment for you. Please do it, complete it, and there also in the assignment you have some activity regarding knowing your own strengths and weaknesses. Please do it in your free time. All right, thank you, okay, and have a nice day.